Game has been marred by trouble in the stands. Now, Rob Jones is there for us, and we can join him now. Rob, what can you tell us about what's happened, please?
Yeah, I mean, for the first 40 minutes or so of the game, maybe a little bit less than that, it was all pretty good-natured. The Young Boys fans were making a good noise. There was plenty of energy, but I think the mood on that side of the ground changed quite significantly when Aston Villa scored their opening goal tonight. Donyell Malen scored and then ran across towards the Young Boys fans, but not, you would say, in a particularly antagonistic way. He wasn't that near to the Young Boys supporters, but as he ran across to that side of the ground, a whole host of things were thrown from the visiting supporters, and one of them clearly hit Donyell Malen on the head, so he finished the first half having scored a second goal as well in this game for Aston Villa with quite a clear cut on the top of his head that had drawn a bit of blood. He scored the second goal. He ran towards the same side of the ground, but nowhere near the Young Boys supporters. Again, they tried their best to throw something, but he was too far away to be struck by anything on this occasion. And after that happened, it became a lot more heated, you would say, between the stewards inside the ground at Villa Park and the Young Boys fans as well. Initially, it was things like plastic cups that were clearly being thrown, but after that, there were at least two or three that I saw pale blue seats in that part of the ground that were thrown from the Young Boys supporters. And then there was a bit of a delay in the game where the stewards came together with the supporters who were right at the front of that stand on the far side of the ground that we're watching it from. And certainly two or three, again, at least, supporters were ejected from the stadium at that point. So as I said, initially in the match, it was all seemingly pretty good-natured from the supporters that have come across from Switzerland, but that very much changed after the first goal. And I think there will be a lot for the police and for the Aston Villa stewards to sort out come the end of the game, given everything that's happened in this first half.
Rob, I mean, I'm looking there. It's the referee, Georgi Kabakov, the Bulgarian, and his team. Is there any chance that they might actually call this match off, do you feel?
I don't think it's got to that point at the moment. After there was a delay in play where those supporters were taken out of the ground, the referee called the two captains, including Villa's Yuri Tillemans, together. I think probably some of this will ease in the second half because Villa will be kicking towards the Holt end. So if they score, they will probably go in front of their own fans at that famous old end of the ground. So there is less of a potential, I think, for a flat. Villa are heading in the opposite direction, but it was pretty unsavoury, it has to be said, the scenes we saw after both Donyell Malen goals. He was struck, as I said, after scoring his first. There was a lot of a clash between the supporters and the stewards after that second goal. But you would like to think that Villa will be away from that area of the pitch a little bit more, particularly when it comes to scoring goals in this second half, if they do score again, and any serious dangers or concerns about this match not continuing, you would like to think would be allayed from here on in.